I'm Joe Ross. We're broadcasting live from the Lansing Capitol here in the great state of Michigan. There are 400 people here celebrating the beginning of grilling season here in this state. On our show today, we have three brave individuals, people that are seeing into the future and they're advancing a new kind of vehicle in the state. As you know, autos are really important. Autos and trucks are very important to this state's livelihood. Our first guest is Kent Austin.
How you doing, Joe?
Hey, man, this guy's a check writer. He's a commissioner with Eaton County. Now, you guys just bought trucks and cars. Are you a little nervous about spending taxpayer money on this technology?
No, and actually the association helped pay for about half the conversion, and it made it profitable, so the tax dollar is going to save money on fuel. You look at the budget, and for instance, E-Tran uses 112,000 gallons of fuel a year, and it's about $1 cheaper a gallon. So right there's $112,000 savings.
Up and down the street here in both directions, we've got trucks. I mean, some of these trucks are over 10 years old and they've been running propane. So the ROI, I'm guessing, is proven. And I know you've looked at this information, and isn't it true that you've gotten a little bit tired of seeing some of the proposals that have come by Eaton County?
Well, and more Tri-County have been pushing electric and different fuels.
Yeah.
That doesn't just make economic sense or environmental sense. So I jumped on the propane. If you look at the facts, it just makes common sense.
All right, well, thank you so much for looking. Why are there incentives for, like electric vehicles and then there isn't for propane? Why is that?
Well, I think propane is a market-based solution. I saw you speaking earlier to one of our county commissioners who identified the return on investment that you were talking to him about that makes propane a cost-effective way of defraying some of the costs that communities have, whether that's a government entity or a private sector business, that they can really manage some of their fuel costs using propane.
And they've got a good solid return. It's cheaper than gas and it's green.
Yeah, and I think, the other thing is it allows them to lock in their fuel costs for a long period of time, unlike gasoline, which can be very cyclical and different costs, different days. With propane, you can lock in your costs and have that market certainty for a long period of time.
A year ago, it was kind of a new thing. I mean, it's real popular around the world, but for some reason in Michigan, it's just getting going. But why are they?
Well, you can see at the gas pump prices right now. I mean, they're spiking. So, they're saving on an average of $1 of a gallon on their fuel budget. They can project their fuel budget for the year, so they can be locked into a fuel price for up to a year. So it's easier for them to budget their infrastructure costs and all that good stuff.
Okay, so all you guys are talking about ROI, and it makes sense. Are we at this? There's some critical point that's been achieved. I mean, do you think it's Eaton County that's gotten this ball rolling, or is it there are other factors?
And we got the ball started with Eaton County, and it's just been snowballing since then. We got E-Tran, we got Parks and Rec, the police department, the road commission. They've all signed on. They've all started this movement towards propane auto gas, and so far they are loving it, and they're going to be looking into expanding their fleet into it.
That's all we have time for today. But if you want to get more information on this, go to myautogaz.com and you'll get some more information on this and learn about those cash incentives. I'm Joe Ross. On behalf of CNR News, thanks for tuning in.